fat. A couple of things. First of all, belly fat is an inanimate thing. It it's not stubborn. It's not any characteristic that we, use to describe humans. These are inanimate things, and they do not have these characteristics. Belly fat is actually, if we really think about it, right? Belly fat is excess food stored. That's better. Belly fat is excess food that's stored for later use. So if you think about that, if you have extra supplies, extra inventory, extra materials, if you don't like it there and you don't want it there, you have to get rid of it. You can't keep bringing in more supplies and materials and then expect and then say, well, man, this inventory sure is stubborn. Well, you have, let's say, 100 cases of this product in your back stock room, and so, but yet you keep bringing in 50 cases every week. That back stock room is never going to get empty. You have to use the product that you already have in order for that, if you don't want it there, for it to go away, right? And so you wouldn't say, oh, this inventory sure is stubborn. This excess inventory sure is stubborn. It's not stubborn. You just keep bringing in more every single week. So you're not going to tap into the reserves that you have on hand. So body fat is the same way. We have all kinds of descriptions and, emotional and dramatic terminology for body fat, but we have to remind ourselves that body fat is extra food that is stored for later use. So if I want to get rid of it, all I have to do is stop bringing in new food, right? So that then my body can start using that. This is a thing that it's so obvious if you think about it, but we're so conditioned to think of it in all these emotional ways. And then what you can do is you could decide, okay, well, how do I want to go about this? Okay, do I want to count my calories? Highly recommended. Do I want to, I'm not saying you should do this, but it'll work. I'm going to cut out all my carbs. I'm going to do paleo. I'm going to do keto. All these things, it's nothing special about those diets. What those diets are doing is they're reducing the new calories coming in. That's it. It's like reducing, like that inventory example I gave you. It's like you're reducing the inventory coming in so that you can use the inventory, the 100 cases in your stock room that you already have there. And so you could call it whatever you want, but at the end of the day, you have to stop or decrease the amount of calories coming in, the amount of food coming in. You got food stored on your body. That's what fat is. It's food that is stored on your body. So I just want to reiterate, talking about and thinking about body fat as being stubborn and, being very, we got a spider in here, being very upset and emotionally disturbed by it, it's not going to help. Because then we get into these, the human emotions that start the downward spiral where you just keep eating more food. You keep drinking. So, if you actually want to lose the fat, guess what? You can get rid of all the body fat on your body. You can get as lean as you want. You have to understand though what body fat is, and if what is its purpose, because if I understand its purpose, then I can do the things required to use it up. That's all you got to do. There is nothing. I will never ever tell you guys any fancy shit, any new hacks, biohacks. I will never do that, because that's not the truth. The truth of the matter, and I've repeated it, and I'm gonna keep repeating it, body fat is stored food. So if you want it to go away, eat less so that you can use the food that's stored on your stomach, right? That's it. That's all it is. And so we got to be more empowering towards ourselves, because this is not about, again, this is not about changing the world. This is about you changing your world. You cannot even imagine, like, we're not playing sports, because in a sport, I'm competing against you. But outside of that, like, we need more camaraderie, positivity, encouragement, because and here's the reason why. This is not like, found a parking spot. All right. I'm meeting my wife. We're gonna just go into the mall, and she likes to get this matcha, and we like to walk around, get our steps. So bonus point, you get a lot of steps walking around at the mall. People watch. It's always interesting. So got this parking spot right now. So, but to wrap it up for the fourth time before we get interrupted again, we need the reason for this positivity is not some like foo-foo soft kumbaya type stuff. The reason is, if you observe, if you have actual positivity and encouragement, you're more likely to do the stuff that's going to get you what you want. And that is the goal. The goal is, you want to figure out like what conditions help you do the stuff. Negativity, self-judgment, shame, guilt, those don't help you do the stuff. So that is why, like, it is the most effective route. It is the most effective way. If I want to get what I want, I have to be internally positive, internally supportive and encouraging of myself. And then if I can find that type of a community, then that, feeds into that, and then, that's where we want to be. So anyways, that's it for today.